welcome to part 2 of painting Christmas cards in the middle of summer. The good weather has finally struck over here, and it feels quite odd recording this voiceover in a t-shirt, but here goes. So we'll be using the Strathmore greeting cards that you saw in last video, and we will be using my Winsor and Newton palette. The Winsor and Newton palette was kindly gifted to me way back, so I don't actually know all the things about it, but if you're interested in the colors, check out the last video because it also featured this palette and I included the names of the colors that this set has. So the design we'll be painting today will be a different one from the one we saw last time, and I will make the same design on about 10 of these cards again. As you will see, I have already started the painting process by adding the green in, and I don't have any video of it, so this video will just be the final touches needed to make these into great greeting cards for Christmas. So they are on the same mixed media cardstock paper that Strathmore provided, just as in the last video. It's quite sturdy, but isn't really good in heavy washes with watercolors. So that's why I chose a design that doesn't drench the paper completely. So I've chosen a design with several different green types of branches and leaves, and right now we will be painting other details into these cards so that they're a bit more filled up. I'm going to be making some branches with the brown you see over here, and after that I'll be adding red berries to the branches to give it a little pop of color, and red and green are complementary colors, so that really brings it out and makes it super Christmassy. Now for this part, I think you'll do just fine with just the video, and I will be playing some music and I'll hop back in when it's called for. So what you see here is me trying out different types of pens to work with while writing the greeting on the card. And this one I'm using is the Ecoline brush pen, and they're pretty good, especially on paper, which doesn't tear as quickly, just like these cardstocks. But as I was using it, I was doubting about the fonts, and I tried to do some cursive over here, and I am no calligrapher, so it looks a bit wonky, and the color wasn't exactly right, so I opted out of this option. Here you see me going in with the Uniball gold pen, and also opting for a strong font at the top and then trying cursive at the bottom. But somehow, because there were no other gold elements, this too didn't really strike my fancy. So in the end, I chose to use the same exact paint that I also used for the berries. And I decided not to try my hand at cursive anymore because it was so hard and looking so wonky. So I opted for all caps font and the same color as the berries. Now, since I'm painting these cards for people who asked me to make them for them, I decided to write a greeting in their native language. So this is Dutch for warm wishes, which looks quite similar in my opinion. What do you think? And here we have the result thus far. You can still see some pencil outline of the circle I drew, so I'd know where the center was about. So the last step now remains, which is erasing that circle. And we're done. Simple yet effective greeting card design. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like this video, consider subscribing and liking this video so you can join me on the next one. Bye!